Tonight, we are watching a horrible case of alleged child abuse in Forest City, Arkansas.
Yeah, two Forest City women are in jail after a video posted to social media shows a one-year-old child with her hands and feet bound. We don't have permission to show the video, but WREG's Mike Suriani reports one of those charged is the mother of the infant.
Friday evening, we were alerted to a video of a child that was in dire need of help.
St. Francis County Detective Sergeant Cody Jackson says this case is still under investigation, but the post showing alleged child abuse was disturbing.
I think it's been on social media. I think it's been going around if you see a child bound laying on the floor. And, you know, as far as I can go with that at the time being.
Two Forest City women, Jasmine Kate, mother of the one-year-old, and Bruanna Holland, a friend of Jasmine Kate, are charged with serious felony crimes and are in jail, each with $100,000 cash bond.
Due to the extreme nature of the video, we wanted to act very quickly, to which we did, just to make sure the child was safe.
WREG does not have permission to air the video, which appears to show an infant laying on a floor with its feet tied and its hands tied behind its back. Now, according to court documents, both Kate and Holland admitted their involvement and said the video was intended to be a joke. Court records showing the pair used a headband to tie up the one-year-old. I knocked at the address given for Jasmine Kate, but no one answered. Neighbor William Ware confirmed I was at the right spot.
Stay right there. Stay right there. She stayed right there.
Ware says he'd seen Kate and another woman at the address, as well as a couple of children, and became angry when I told him about the alleged child abuse.
You damn right I'm upset for that. I got 11 grandbabies.
For your news leader in Forest City, I'm Mike Suriani, WREG News Channel 3.
Alarming charges. And the one-year-old and three-year-old were taken to Le Bonheur with severe bruising. We're told the one-year-old is with its grandmother, and DHS is aware of the situation and is actively investigating. Both Kate and Holland are scheduled to be in court October 14th. As the search for her alleged killer continues, we're hearing more from the family of Anitra West.
Very, very unfortunate situation for the child, man. You know, the women or the two females, they got what they deserved, but it's very, very unfortunate what the child had to go through. Definitely something that's going to be traumatic for the child. You know, it tells you in these last days that the love of many shall wax cold based off of the iniquity of this pervasive world. It's iniquitous, and when it comes to how ubiquitous it is, you know, it makes people get into their demonic mode, especially these people, you know, that's naturally like that for the most part. And it just comes out, it manifests. You know, you have a mother, a whole mother who's doing this to their child and saying that it's a joke. Just let you know the mindset of the liberal black woman. And I'm not just making it about a liberal black woman thing, but for the most part, these women, they get into their demonic mode. There's no wickedness like the wickedness of the woman. Not all of them are wicked. They're beautiful. They bring certain qualities to the table, but for the most part, we understand in this world that they're more synonymous with the left-hand aspect of this world. It just is what it is. So it's very important for us to be vigilant and steadfast, especially when it comes to our children. And it's not like you don't hear about these things with men, but for the most part, you know, it's something that's more exaggerated with the woman. You know, you see a lot of these women, you know, especially with their kids, they'll walk in front of their kids. If you know, walking down the street, you'll see them walking with their kids, and they'll walk in front of them. Kid is like, you know, 3 feet behind the damn mother. You see them smoking in front of their child, playing ratchet music, cussing, just being a bad influence for the child. And that's part of the curses, man. But I wanted to get into some articles baby's father says mother repeatedly makes videos of herself abusing a child. Wow. Pixelated. A man who says he is allegedly the father of the child who was being abused in videos that began circulating on social media on Tuesday has told Eyewitness News it is not the first time such videos were made of the child. What's going on with these videos being on social media? Like, what's going on? The videos are believed to have been recorded in Vermont on Saturday, allegedly by the child's 26-year-old mother, and sent to the man who lives overseas. In one of the videos, the screaming girl, who was around age 3, has what appears to be a sheet, wrapped around her neck and tied with a knot. You know, these women, they could be very vindictive, and sometimes they can go there with that demonic spirit where they take it out on the child because of how angry they are with the father. You know, you really got to be careful, man. I'm not saying all women, but for the most part, they're very vindictive, man. The child rolls around on what appears to be a bed as she attempts to free herself, even as an adult female voice says something about the life here. This life here. Let me read that again. The child rolls around on what appears to be a bed as she attempts to free herself, even as an adult female voice says something about this life here, her words drowned out by the child screaming. The child continues to scream and attempts to free herself as the 30-second video ends. Wow, what wickedness, man. In another video, which is also 30 seconds long, the child is lying on the same surface with another piece of clothing wrapped around her neck. She cries as the female voice says, "The dunce person have to mind your child, take care of her. Do the best she can to she." She cries as the female voice says, "The dunce person have to mind your child, take care of her. Do the best she can to she." You want me to take care of your child and you living your best life happy and feeding your fucking life? Boy, or go kill this fucking child, the voice says as the child cries and tries to free herself. What wickedness. You want me to take care of your child and you living your best life happy and feeding your fucking life? Boy, I'm gonna kill this fucking child, the voice says as the child cries and tries to free herself. The voice continues, "I bet and believe because I know why. It's like the cycle repeating itself over and over. No changing. You understand? You want me to show you what me could do? See the day around your neck. Slightly, lock 'em off slowly. Let me show you." Yeah, this is real disturbing, and it just shows you, man, about the wickedness in the society when it comes to these people. It's like, why have children if you're going to do things like this and go to this level? That's why you got to know yourself, man. You have to know yourself. Police placed child in foster care. In a statement Tuesday evening, police said the child has been removed from her home and placed in foster care, where she will receive the necessary treatment and care. The release said that officers were in the process of apprehending the suspect. However, Eyewitness News was informed during a trip to Vermont Tuesday night that the mother of the child had been taken into police custody. The police statement said officers from the Criminal Investigations Department have opened an investigation into the very disturbing videos. Anyone with information that can assist this investigation is asked to call 999/911 or contact the Criminal Investigations Department at said number, extension, whatever. Any police officer you are comfortable speaking with or the police station nearest to you, all information received will be treated confidentially, the statement said. You know, it's just crazy, man. Very unfortunate. But I just wanted to get in this because of the theme of this video when it comes to child abuse and, you know, how pervasive it is in this world. It just goes into this iniquitous world we live in, because iniquity shall abound. The love of many shall wax cold, even when it comes to mothers and their children, fathers and their children, friends, sisters, brothers, relationships, what have you. It's crazy in these days.
Can't even see out of his eyes, dude. He's bad. He has like bruises all over his legs, his arms. Both of his eyes are closed shut.
It is a case so upsetting, it had that responding Albuquerque police officer in tears. And tonight we are seeing the moments multiple APD officers saved a 5-year-old boy from serious physical abuse.
The boy's mom and her boyfriend are both in custody, both charged with felony child abuse. Julie Frendak went through hours of police body cam footage from the night police and CYFD responded. Julie, there's people fighting, there's people lying, there's a lot of emotion in this video.
Yeah, there is, not only from that young boy, but also from his mom and at least one of those responding officers. This situation stemmed from a call from a neighbor to CYFD, and it ended with a potentially life-saving trip into a dark apartment with more than one alleged crime happening inside. And we have to warn you, the video and details of this case are disturbing.
Hello, police department.
This call starts like so many others.
We're here to check on a kid, man.
Officers met Philip Valencia at the door to a northeast Albuquerque apartment near Wyoming and Central on October 29th.
Who lives with you? Huh? Who lives with my mom? Your mom? Yeah, she's in the hospital right now.
That was Valencia's first lie.
Well, it's me and my girlfriend.
Still, no mention of the kid. Valencia goes back inside to get his girlfriend.
We got a call that there's a kid in this apartment.
My son?
Yeah, your son that he didn't look well. So that's why we're here to check on him.
Yeah, he fell off the bed the other night, so he's kind of bruised up a little bit.
That will be the first of many times she mentions her son falling off the bed. The female officer explains they'll have to check for food, running water, and a safe place for the boy to sleep inside.
We're gonna have to check on the kid one way or another, bro. So you can make this harder or you can make it easy, dude.
They head inside the dark apartment to look around.
So the lights working?
I just have them off because my bill's so high.
Seconds later, they see the young boy for the first time. His mom carries him out of a bedroom. She tells officers they're welcome to look at him.
Like I said, he's crazy, he jumps.
They want to talk to you.
He rolled off the bed.
This is where things start to escalate.
Are you taking my son? Give us some blankets. Hey, wait. Freeze, don't start. No, you're taking my son, dude.
Video shows the mom snap on the female officer.
You can't do that. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that.
The same officer then shifts her attention to the little boy, now in the back seat of a CYFD responder's car.
Can I see your legs, baby? Can you show me your legs?
The officer reported she saw severe bruising on his stomach, chest, and legs.
How old are you, baby?
5.
You're 5.
What's your name, buddy? 5.
Your name is 5. You're silly.
She took a break after that interaction. The call clearly taking an emotional toll. First responders arrived to take him to the hospital, while the other responding officer tried to get a straight story out of the couple.
You took my son! I don't want to talk to you!
You want to talk to me?
No! I want my son, you son of a...
I'm going to have your son back.
You want to grab me?
Seriously, what's his name?
It's Natalie!
Later identified as Natalie Size. She tells officers the boy's biological dad is the one responsible for the abuse.
You want to take my kid from me when I'm not the one abusing him, dog? His dad does.
The biological dad told police he hadn't seen his son in 2 weeks prior to the police response. He also said Size admitted to spanking the boy and uses illegal narcotics. Police took Size into custody that October night for attempted battery on a police officer. Child abuse charges against both of them weren't filed until days later.
Man, very, very, very crazy situation, real wicked situation. And when it comes to the woman, you know, she says that she wasn't really the one that was abusing the child. It was the father, but at the same time, you was allowing it. So both of you get held accountable. Both of you deserve what you get. And like I said, it's really fucking unfortunate because at the end of the day, we got to be sensitive towards the children. this is what the main factor is when it comes to the care for the children. There's a lack of it in this world, especially when it comes to what they teach the child, what they impressing upon the child, how they abuse the child. It's so much stuff that they do to children in this society. Just when it comes to the left, just when it comes to leading them to destruction and astray. You already know about what's going on with Dwayne Wade and his child. So it's just a lot beyond just what you see with these cases of abuse. So it's important for us to protect our children, man. Ruby Frank, parenting advice YouTuber, given maximum sentence for child abuse. You know, that's a real catch-22 right there, a real paradox. How can you be a parenting advice YouTuber and you get sentenced for several years for child abuse? It's really crazy, but just reading on, going into the theme of this video in regards to pointing out many different stories that involve child abuse with single mothers, single parents. And usually it's the mother, because the persistence of these things happen based off of the man not being in the household. You know, really, really unfortunate. And I'm not saying that this doesn't occur with single fathers, but you rarely hear about these type of stories. It's crazy. A Utah mother whose harsh parenting advice made her a YouTube influencer has been sentenced to at least 4 years in prison for child abuse. Ruby Frank, 42, tearfully apologized in court as she learned her fate. She previously pleaded guilty to starving and abusing her children. She appeared along with her former business partner Jody Hildebrandt, 54, who received an identical sentence. The judge sentenced them to serve 4 terms of 1 to 15 years each. This is really, really unfortunate, and it's just crazy because of the theme when it comes to, you know, 2 women being involved. It's like, what's going on? It's crazy, man. The sentence will run consecutively and are the maximum for each court under Utah law. How much time each will ultimately serve will be determined by the state's parole board. Frankie will have 30 days to appeal the decision. In court, Utah prosecutor Eric Clark said that 2 of Frank's children, aged 9 and 11 at the time, lived in a concentration camp-like setting, and called her a significant threat to the community. The children were regularly denied food, water, beds to sleep in, and virtually all forms of entertainment. Yeah, that's real abuse, and, you know, that's torture. In court, Frank was in tears following the sentence. She apologized to her children and said, "I was so disoriented that I believed dark was light and right was wrong, as above, so below." And mind you, she was 42 when she got sentenced. The numerology is there. Chaotic. You know, chaotic. I was led to believe that this world was an evil place filled with cops who control, hospitals that injure, government agencies that brainwash, church leaders who lie and lust, husbands who refuse to protect, and children who need abuse. You know, part of it is true, but at the same time, this shouldn't be enough for you to abuse your child. If anything, you would want to offset that based off of, you know, where you're at when it comes to what you purport to be evil. The 2 women were arrested in August 2023 after Frankie's malnourished 12-year-old son climbed out of a window at Hildebrandt's house in Ivins, Utah. Police said the child then ran to a neighbor's house and asked for food and water. He had lacerations from being tied up with rope. Wow. According to police records. Isn't this crazy? Because it's similar to the beginning story. Like, what's really going on with these things? And you see the color scheme, black, white, and red. You know, most of these stories, they always have these esoteric themes because it's more than meets the eye, as well as just the opportunity to highlight certain colors just based off of the convenience of it, not even just it being something that's like orchestrated. But it's always apropos when it comes to these colors.